Why spend $500 and go to a salon and spend 6 to 7 hours, literally?
And what document?
When you can do your own hair at home. I'm talking full layers and the popular curls that are from TikTok, like I did in 10 minutes. This is the most viral trend right now with the middle part sewing, and I'm going to show you from start to finish how I layer my hair and do the viral TikTok curls so that you can have your money in your pocket and also have the latest style. So first, all you need is a curved needle, a jumbo curved needle, and a spool of thread. I choose the jumbo one so that I won't run out. Now the hair is from Curls Queen. This is some really good hair, honestly, and it comes with cute packaging. It comes with a brush and also a bonnet to store your hair at night and a cute little bag. Now these bundles, honey, I was upset at first because this is only 2 bundles, but they are super full. This is enough for an entire full head, a traditional sew-in. And get into these bundles, and it feels like the hair is top quality, so I cannot be mad. The ends are not raggedy or anything like that, and this is their 22-inch. Very beautiful and lustrous. So this is the phase 1 of the 10-minute sew-in. So here's the twist: you only have to do this one time, and then after that it will truly be 10 minutes. So I'm using a wig cap, and I'm going to map out basically a sew-in piece. And I'm going to make sure that I keep all of the drawings above the elastic band. And I'm just going to carve out or trace out my cutting space. This is going to be my leave out. And all this over here is what we're going to cut off because it's going to be in excess, right? And we don't need that. So I want to make sure that this is a middle part and it kind of goes back some. So I just want to make sure that I use those sticky tacks to mark it. So now with the sewing, I always start the first sew with going inside of the track, making sure that you anchor it, because if you just go over and under, it's gonna slide out and you're gonna be mad. So always go through the track for the first weft and then go over and under, or whichever way suits you. But this is just an easy hack for me. And then I just continue to go ahead and sew from right to left. I don't even know why I do that, but you could start left to right, it doesn't matter. But I do use the flip over method, and I try to make sure that it looks neat as possible. And I feel like this cap was a little bit too big, so make sure that you get the regular size spandex dome cap, because this one was like a little more large. But it still worked out because I ended up having to cut it anyway, like I'll show you at the end. And so I'm just going over and under, keeping my stitches pretty clean until I get to the other side. Now, I've been doing this trend for the last 10 years, but for those who are new, I would definitely recommend that you get like a white crayon or something to trace out your leave out areas that you're going to eventually cut, because you may sew over that. But because I know pretty much how to eye where my leave out is in the different portions of this unit, then I just used black or whatever I had. But this is going to be your base portable detachable unit for this 10-minute sew-in. And as you can see, I'm not sewing over that elastic band on either side. And I tied a double knot to make sure that it stays, and now I'm flipping it over. Really neat, so that we won't have it bulky and we'll have a super flat sew-in. Now this is what I mean. I just stitched from left to right, but within the parameters of the elastic band. And now you can see that it is flat. You see that I haven't overlapped it, and it looks pretty good. And I'm just going to keep going in a U circle until I reach the middle part, which I'm going to leave out, and then I'm going to cut off the elastic band, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. But before you cut, make sure that you actually try this on, because you see that some people's parts are not deep. I wanted a deep part, so you're not going to start at the base of the cap. You're actually going to start right there where my finger was, and you're gonna go back maybe like 4 or 5 inches so that you can have that good deep middle part like this. And once you put it on, you'll have enough leave out, but you're gonna be mad if you only leave out 2 inches and your part is gonna be small. So this is what the unit looks like when I'm done. I washed it, and I did cut off some of the ends because I wanted it to be a little bit more shorter. And so now we're into phase 2. This is the actual 10-minute sewing part. So this is my leave out. You see that it's about 5 inches, nice and deep. And these are my braids. I just pinned them back and sewed them back together. I did chunky braids, but it's still gonna lay flat because the front braids are smaller. And so this is how I literally sew it around the perimeter, starting on either side, but you're sewing around the perimeter of your hair, just the circumference. Sewing through here, making sure you don't, mess up your own hair. But it can be raggedy because your leave out is gonna cover it up. Because like I said, this is in 10 minutes. Like my son was literally worrying me right now. He was just all in my business. But this is the life of a mom or a busy woman, a working woman. Sometimes you don't have 5 hours to dedicate to get your hair done. So you have to do it yourself or get somebody else to do it, but in 10 minutes. So this is how I literally do the sewing. I just keep sewing around the edges and the perimeter until I feel like it's secure. And then we can move on to the actual styling. And I can keep this in for maybe 2 to 3 months. It looks really good, really flat. This looks like a whole sew-in and nobody can tell me that it's not. Okay? Exactly. And so now I've trimmed the ends. This is the first part of the layer so that we can, have that full body layered look. So I would say that this is 20 inches. So first I take about 4 inches of the top portion, the crown of my hair, just 4 inches, okay? Because I don't want the top half fully layered. I just want a portion, like a fourth of the hair layered on top of each other. So I'm just going around and you'll see me section this portion off and do the first layer. Now you can do deeper layers than me, but I just choose to do about 4 or 5 inches straight from the top. And because of this camera view, I can't show everything, but I'm gonna try my best, y'all. Okay, it's a struggle. All right, and my baby was sitting there sometimes crying, so I was like, okay, look, I have to still work. All right, so sometimes you can layer from the top like I just did to make it lay on top, or you can cut downwards and out some, and you'll kind of still get the same outcome. So I chose to do both sides to show you guys the differences and different ways that you can layer your hair. And I'm just doing another layer with that same part that I took out, or same portion of hair. And I decided like, do I want it too short? And I was like, no, I kind of don't, because I want it to be still long layers. I don't want the really, really short choppy layers. I'll probably do that in another tutorial, but for this one, I just wanted it to be like long, full layers. And this is about the amount that I cut off, probably like 2 inches. And so now I'm taking the front and I'm gonna do the front layer. Do not start at the top, okay? Because if you start at the top, you're gonna be mad that your layer, your curl does not come like that front bang. It doesn't flip upwards. It's just gonna be really short. So I'm gonna frame my face pretty much down a little lower, like around this way. You can kind of see what I'm saying. And I'll do the same on both sides, but I just don't like to layer my hair, especially spending $500 and $600 on hair. Yeah, I don't want it to be really, really choppy at the top. I don't want it to be really, really short. I want my bangs to kind of flow into my face and then out some. So this is the layers. This is what it looks like. Not too much, but just enough to get that layered look. Now, this right here, this is the best curling iron that I know of. This is the Conair Infinity. It was about $20, y'all, $20, $30, and it's better than all of them out there. That's just my opinion. That's from what I've seen, but let me show you. Okay, I can show you better than I can tell you, okay? I don't have to have the $300 curling one. I can just use this one for $30 and get my entire life. So I just do the curls in just maybe chunky sections. This is the bottom section, and I just curl it, barrel curl it. This is a 1 inch, I believe, so it's just really simple. Curl it downwards and just hold it in to make sure that the heat passes through all of the section of the hair, and boom, that's it. Nothing spectacular. It's not really about your wrist work until you get to the front of the hair, but in the back and the middle sections, you can just curl it like Shirley Temple style to the side like I'm doing now, or you can curl it downwards and tuck it in. The curl is still gonna come out the same. A curl is a curl. Well, actually it's not, because you have one curl, but you know what I'm saying. A barrel curl is a barrel curl. And you can see me just being simple. Now get into this curling iron. Do you not see these curls? Like, it's doing what it needs to do. Okay? Bouncing. Body. It's giving something, okay? And the tea is, I heard that those $300 or $200-$300 barrels, they break after a year. And a lot of people have been complaining, but this iron is literally over 10 years old. you can go back to my old videos and see that I've been using the same one legitimately. So go ahead and order this titanium, baby. This is titanium. Shout out to Conair. No, I'm not sponsored, but they need to sponsor me, okay? Because yeah, the girl needs a coin. Okay, but anyway, back to business. So you can see that these curls are laying really good. Now you can actually put them in pin curls, but I didn't have time for that. Like I said, this is a 10-minute sew-in. It started from the moment I sewed it in, and now I'm curling it. Okay, and so I just needed to do a quick pass with this curling iron just to get the curls to flow. And that's it, I'm out the door. I was actually on my way, like within the next 6 hours to a funeral. Literally, my brother-in-law passed away. So when I say this was a 10-minute sew-in, this was a 10-minute sew-in. I had to pack my baby stuff and get my husband together and everything. So yeah. So now at the top, this is where the wrist work matters. You always curl away from your face. That is how you get the curls to flow towards the front if you want those curtain bang effects. And so I'm going to show you guys this in detail. You're just going to have to just pay attention. Curl it backwards from your face or from the side angle towards the back of your head. Just like that. And you see how it's kind of layered on top. I didn't cut it too short, but I kind of want it to be curled a little tighter to give it that shorter look. So I'm going to show you again what another way you can curl it. This is the first side. The plain regular curls, right? I just wanted to show it tighter, and this is how it felt. A little tighter, a little bit more layered, just like that. And then I do a curl, like I bump it forward, and then that makes it more like layered in the face, and it gives it that curtain bang in your face. Some people don't like it, but I do. And so this is the side that I think this is the standard layer curls. So on the second one, on my right side, I'll show you guys the difference. So this curl, I did not curl away from my face. I'm curling forward, completely forward. And you can see that sometimes it works. Sometimes you just have to keep going with it, like curl it a couple times and then curl it one more time away from your face, finally at that last pass, and then it'll lay perfectly in your face. And just kind of work with it, you know, like that. That's what I meant, but I had to clean it up later. Okay, now the reason that I'm showing you this is because you see how full this curl is. This is because I did not cut it too short, because when I want my hair to be long and layered and straight, it makes a difference. It looks better to me when I cut it just below my chin. And so this is the one side where it's curled, and then I curled the other side. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. Look at these curls. Beautiful. And this is how they do it at the salon. And on TikTok, they just do one comb pass or two with a thin comb, or you can do a brush. And you see how that curl in the front of my face just kind of layered behind the other, just like this. This is the trend that's popping right now. And they just throw it back behind the next layer. But I kind of like the left side better because it's more full and it's like a curtain bang. I feel like the right side is a little bit lazy, but it's cute. I don't know. Comment below what you guys think. Which side is cuter? Which one is more your style? I just want to show you guys versatility and the different trends and different styles of how to layer and get the curled look. But I feel like this is the Nene Leakes bump. I need a oomph. So now I'm going to do my leave out with the Infinity Conair Pro Titanium flat irons. These were like probably $47. And I promise I'm not sponsored, but I should be. But anyway, get into this leave out. Now tell me this is not a sew-in. Tell me I didn't spend 5 hours at the salon getting this done. I'm telling you, you can't tell the difference. So I'm just going to do one pass because we don't like heat damage over here. So we're using the Paul Mitchell Skinny Serum. I believe it's more of a silkening agent, and also it protects your hair from heat damage. So I'm going to do one pass. That's all it takes. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. And then I'll comb it on top, and boom, I have my layers. I may go back in and recurl that front piece because I do not like a bent, crunchy leave out. I love it to be uniform. I don't know what I just did there, but that was not it. That was not the will of God concerning my life. So I had to do it over, okay? So yeah, but anyway, this is just the blending of the leave out. You see that I have a nice deep full leave out. That's why I say make sure that you measure 4 or 5 inches from the elastic band, like the top of it, not the base of it, so that you'll have that full sew-in look. And just combing it over and boom, flat. Look at that leave out. This looks like a whole traditional sew-in. And so now I'm just using I do use even, but I'm using my edge control from Style Factor, and boom. Tell me I don't look good. Like, this hairstyle looks like it's about $300, okay? Yes, get into it. And I did it at home in 10 minutes. Well, you know, with the sew-in part, the 10-minute sew-in, okay? After I did the first phase, I no longer have to do that. Look at the layers. All I have to do is take it off, wash my hair, re-braid my hair back down, re-curl it or re-sew it around, and boom. We're giving Barbie here, okay? Black Barbie, realness. So shout outs to Curls Queen for helping me to make this 10-minute sew-in go viral again, because this is such a throwback that I've done over 10 years ago now. And I figured, hey, why not help the girls that are trying to learn hairstyles and want to have cute hairstyles on a budget and also quickly, okay? Because for the new moms out there like myself, time is of essence, okay? And I want to reserve as much as possible to sleep and or be productive, okay? So I said, why not hop on the Instagram, TikTok girl trends and show the girls who really knows how to do these at home. You don't have to spend $500 for some layers, honey, and a sew-in. You can do this sew-in in 10 minutes, literally, okay? With your hair. So this is like a traditional sew-in or full sew-in for 10 minutes for free, okay? Well, not including the hair. So if you have any questions or any suggestions or anything that you guys want me to do next, any tutorials or anything like that, please comment below in the descriptions box and give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can share this video to other girls who are learning how to do hair. Also, last but not least, okay, get into the Lover Girl era, okay? That's a new podcast that I'm doing on my lifestyle channel. Yes, for the women who want to be wives and live a soft life in Christ, okay? But still be fabulous, okay? So yeah, go ahead and check that out. The link will be in the descriptions box. And check out my new book that I just released and the audiobook, Letters of Encouragement Volume 2, okay? You will love it, I'm telling you. Everyone can learn something from it. And I hope that I have given you guys something of substance outside of just hair and beauty. So I hope to see you guys in my next video. Subscribe and be blessed. Mwah!